you're doing or what sport you play. In honor of the Super Bowl, here is a high-intensity, position-inspired circuit workout that will help you stick to your game. We'll start off with a pre-game warm-up of 3D mobility to increase your heart rate with 5 minutes of old-school exercises. Some of these exercises include jumping jacks, high knee runs, windmills, toe touches, or go for a run around the block. Now let's get into the game. The first half will start off with a dust double kickoff. The positions focused will be running backs, wide receivers, and defensive backs. We will focus on agility, speed bursts, and rotation. Each exercise will be performed 30 to 60 seconds, and then you'll transition into the next exercise with very minimal rest. So let's get started. The first exercise starts off with quick high knees. Position your incline at a high level, squat stand attached. Come down to a low squat position and start getting those knees up. Have very minimal movement of your glide board and try to really work for speed here. Next, quickly transition by taking your squat stand off, decreasing your incline to a medium level, and have your cable connected for chest press and rotation at static equilibrium. So you'll come to a seated level with your spine nice and tall, core is engaged, and you're going to keep the glide board still by alternating a chest press. Right from here, you can start to pick up your power, and once you start to feel this burn, you know that you're in the zone. Now flip it around for seated rows. You'll do the same thing, keeping it in static equilibrium. Use your core to rotate, keep your spine long, and then start to pick up your speed to increase the intensity, the agility, the power, and your strength. Now that it's halftime, it's time to rest, recuperate, and hydrate. We're into the second half of the game. Our position focus will be linebackers and tight ends. We'll focus on speed bursts, power tackling, and lateral motion. Same thing here, we'll move into circuit format, 30 to 60 seconds each exercise, moving to the next one with minimal rest. Now let's get started. Have your incline at a medium level, come down to a sideline position for hip abduction. You want to keep the leg lifted as high as you can and perform small, tiny ranges of motion. You can also use the cable for hip abduction side leg press. Be sure to do this exercise on both sides. Next, we move into a single arm torso rotation. Anchor down with one cable, come into a kneeling position, and rotate the torso away from your tower. For more intensity, come into a high kneeling position, keeping your core engaged at all times. Now come into a single arm cable fly. The arm closest to the tower is the one that does the work. Keep your core engaged and your spine long. For more intensity, come into a high kneeling position. Again, the core is engaged. And be sure to do this exercise on both sides. Finish off the circuit with some plyo pull-ups. Have your incline at a high level, come into a prone position. You'll do a slow pull-up, controlling up as well as down. To incorporate the plyometric, you add a little jump and then control it on the way down. Now it's time for your final circuit. The position focus is on offensive and defensive linemen. We'll focus on reaction time, strength, push and pull motions. So have your incline at a high level, squat stand is attached, come down to a supine position for squats. You'll lower down with control and extend, pressing through the heels. Try to explode through the legs each time to get full range of motion and activation of your legs. Quickly transition for high-level single-arm rows. Anchor down, kneel down, place both cables into one hand, and you'll perform a row. To intensify this, come into a high kneeling position, keeping your core engaged at all times. Be sure to do this exercise on both sides. The last exercise is a plyo shoulder press. Keep the incline at a high to a medium level, connect your push press bar, and come into a supine position for some shoulder presses. As you do this, you can intensify this by adding a plyo, pushing away adding quick bursts of power and strength. To get the most out of this workout, repeat each circuit 2 to 3 times. End your workout with a cool down of light walking, stretching, and of course, be sure to enjoy the game.